Suppers! Let's get down to it and talk about Mercury Retrograde. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the term Mercury Retrograde, it's basically a time frame to which planetary alignment tends to rotate backwards around Earth. You know what that means? The things that you had set in motion are going backwards and you're tripped up on these obstacles. Things don't seem to go your way. In fact, it's pushing you to the limit. It's testing all that you have built from. All your life experiences gathered. And you know what that does? It lets you reflect upon what you have become. So Mercury Retrograde tends to throw at you a lot of obstacles along the way, whether it be physically or emotionally. During this time frame, it's best not to do things that require a lot of risks or investments. You know why? Because things are going backwards. Unless you want to fuck your shit up. Unless you're stubborn, you're going to find out the hard way. Me, I don't fight against the change anymore. Because I learned over time that if you don't like something and you're just lingering on that negative emotion, right? What's that going to take you? To that dark spot. No. You don't want to be sitting in the dark forever, trying to wait for the light to come to you. Why do that when you can just open your own door and see the light yourself? So this time frame, it's best to do things that are recuperating for you in a holistic sense. Spiritually, mentally, and physically. You don't want to overexert yourself because things already are in a negative state. And if it's not for you, then great, you're blessed. But for the others, reflect upon the things that you need to take care of. You know, if you're constantly feeling mental fatigue, take some time off to yourself. Enjoy a nice bath, enjoy a long shower, meditate. That's what I love to do. So it can ground my energy. You know, I tend to be a repetitive thinker. I'm constantly overthinking. Like my mind is like a rat race at times. Like little planktons just marching up into my brain, telling me this, telling me that, you know. And it's too much internal conflict for me to handle. That's when I know, oh, it's time to meditate. Drop all that bullshit aside, your responsibilities, you know, prioritize them. Take care of them first and ground yourself. Always make time for yourself. Because if you don't, who's going to do it for you? If you're not comfortable with meditating, it's fine. Take a nature walk. You know, just be out in nature, away from the negative energy that's been surrounding you. You know, nature is an amazing place. You know, you can disconnect from society. You don't gotta hear your next door neighbor whining about some fucking kitten shitting on his rug or something at 3 a.m. You're open to so much in nature. That's where, over time, you'll begin to discover your self-identity. Once you sit with yourself long enough, the feeling of being alone, feeling lonely, is gonna pass. You know why? Because you're gonna love being in your own company. Love it. On to the next point. Nourish your body physically. On some bomb-ass food, some good plant-based food, you know. Try to go organic. You got a little more change, you know. It's more beneficial for you. Trust me. You know why? Because whatever we consume, right, we internalize that energy as well. So when you're consuming fried food, junk food, you know, pig shit, slop, gobbledygook that you ain't supposed to be putting inside your body? What type of frequencies are you going to be emitting? Let me take a wild guess. It's probably going to be negative energy. You're probably going to feel sluggish, feeling like shit. Is that where you want to be? Think about it. That's not where I want to be. So I choose to consume foods that are good for my soul, that are good for my taste buds too. You know, I love fried food too. But you gotta moderate everything. You know, you could have some fried food, just don't overload. Just don't. Too much anything kill you. Too much water can drown you internally. Moderate that stuff, you know. Moderate your poisons. At least you're able to identify your poisons. Bravo. I give it to you at that one, if you're able to identify your poisons. Me, I know my poisons. You know, I limit my intake, and later down the line, it's going to be gone. It's going to be gone. So I choose to consume plant-based foods, raw foods if possible. You know, fruits. I love blackberries, strawberries, you know, all kinds of fruits. Vegetables. Get them in as much as possible. I know some of y'all be like, this cucumber tastes like ass. It tastes like drywall. Don't eat cucumber then. Find your vegetable that works for you. Maybe broccoli. Maybe something else. You gotta find what works for you internally. Just get to know what you like when it comes to these natural, high vibrating foods. And trust me, when you eat plant-based foods, you're embedding that positive energy, that life force. You're not consuming dead matter, things that don't have energy behind it. So in turn, it's going to supercharge you. You're going to be shifting off to a new playing field. Something amazing is going to happen. You're going to gravitate towards a more positive experience of life. You know what? Shit will always happen to you. You're always going to run into obstacles, whether it's Mercury retrograde or not. But you have the power to control your attitude, how you deal with the situation. Look, if somebody hit my car, hey, I could be pissed at them for a very long time, linger on to that emotion, you know. Sit on that for a week, maybe months, maybe even a year if I'm that stubborn. But during all that time lapse, you know, I could have been healed, but I chose to stick around to allow myself to become hurt. But some people, they need to repeat these mistakes over and over and over again until they grasp on to the concept. You know what? There's always going to be somebody that takes their sweet ass time to learn things. And it's fine because everybody has their own time frame of evolution. You can't rush your own journey. Live here right now in the moment. Even though things can be happening, take you down the wrong path, consult with your friends, your families. Have a good support system to back you up. And I understand if you don't have anybody to talk to. Me, myself, I don't get to connect with a lot of people. But those who I come across, they're good people. They're good people. You're welcome to DM me on IG. I'll get back to you. But if you don't have that, you know, go do the preferred activities you like doing. Watch a movie. Get baked. Do something grounding with your energy. It could be dance. It could be music. Find your passion. Find your groove. Some type of activity that'll take you out of the moment so that you forget about the essence of time, if it does exist or if it doesn't exist. It's good to get lost in the moment. Builds character and builds memory. Mercury retrograde, it's all character building exercise. It's pushing us to the test to see what we really know about ourselves, how well we handle ourselves. You know? Don't fight the change. Be the change. With that being said, peace, peace. Until next time.